I love Willett.
All right, motherfuckers. We just got James Cook, anytime touchdown. He's on my fantasy team. So we're out here. We're steering. We're running. I mean, we got Thursday night football game going right now. We got the Bills. They're fucking people up. Austin wants the Dolphins to win so that the AFC is a little easier for him. But, hey, you know, whatever.
Big divisional game. We just played them not that long ago, 4 days ago. So.
Yeah, if you notice, I'm wearing a shawl tonight. That's what you could call this blankie here. It's very chilly down here, so don't ask questions. I am cold. I'm very cold. We got the football game on, so don't let that be too much of a distraction to you guys.
Let's get locked in. Let's get locked in here a little bit, all right? Welcome back to the Not Supposed to Be Here podcast.
Yeah, but we got James Cook's already got me at 16 points in the fantasy team.
He's overrated.
I think he's underrated.
Well, how have you been, Mr. Willett?
I've been alive. Rough weekend. Rough week.
Took a little week off of the podcast, though, huh? First time we took a little break in like 14 weeks.
We took a break. A lot going on in our lives, a lot going on in the world. Not a lot that we're going to comment on. We're moving forward. We're moving on to positive things in life.
Yep. We're back. Not going anywhere.
Yep.
Still not too far off of the old 100 subscriber goal.
Yeah. The other day I was staring at a gummy bear, the world's hottest gummy bear, and I thought about for the viewers I would just eat it, but it's like, no, you motherfuckers need to put in a little bit of work because we've been putting in the work. You got to get me to the chip, baby.
Did you end up buying that chip?
No, I didn't buy that chip.
Okay, good. Don't buy one because I'll buy it.
Well, that one
I sent it to your house.
That one I sent to you was expired, so I was like, that could go one of two ways.
I was going to say, is it worse or is it not as bad? That's a tough one. That's a gamble.
That is a gamble.
It's a gamble. It's a gamble
that we're
not willing to take. Yeah, I don't like Krispy Kreme. Overrated.
Yeah, but was it crispy?
No.
They're very small donuts.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like if I go to the local bakery and I get a donut, I mean, they give you a fucking donut. No, Tim Hortons is trash nowadays. The issue is
disagree.
They switched to some like third-party company doing everything for them. I saw a van out there, like a Ford Transit van one day, just delivering donuts to them. And ever since they did this third-party thing, it's not as good. Their coffee's not as good as it used to be. Like they changed a lot. The issue is like everything is just becoming too, like, I don't want to say corporatized, but like too like away from their values.
Well, it's about the profit. Everything is about the profit. You should know that better than anybody. You had no problem destroying great things in order to save a couple cents here and there.
Yeah, that was for a small business. Fuck these big corporations.
Well, I'm just saying, you destroyed the small business. It's never been the same.
I mean, it's doing better than it ever has. But
inflation, population, macroeconomics. Words.
The only thing that upsets me is when I drive by somebody and they've got a mask on in their own car and it's 2020.
Yeah, well, they're just trying to protect themselves. I'll tell you this, though. You mentioned Tim Hortons. I have been, after our last conversation, big on the whole, hey, give me the extra cream cheese with the bagel. Been a lot better. I don't like the fact that I'm not getting the cut in half, though. I like the bagel when it's cut in half. You know, it's easier to eat when you're in the car. Yep. You get the whole bagel, then you're sitting there. It's too much going on. And then you get it's not an even distribution because the middle hole has so much packed into it. Then you're like taking a bite from there, taking a bite from the side. It's hard to even it all out.
Some people call that the bagel, the ussy, the bagel ussy.
Have you had those bagels where they take it and they like scoop like the bread out from the inside? Like it's like the bagel. You get what I'm saying right now?
I do know what you're talking about, yeah. And then they leave basically the shell. I have not had.
And they fill it with shit. Neither have I, but I saw it the other day, and I was very intrigued. But I'm like, what am I doing here? You know, is that supposed to be like less carbs? Is that the goal behind it?
No, I think it's so they can fit more into more of the stuffing into the bagel.
I suppose.
We had breakfast sandwiches like a week ago, and I put them on a bagel, and Lauren was like, you know, I never think about using these as like a sandwich bun. And I was like, what? You've never had like a steak, egg, and cheese on a bagel? Like you've never just... I was like, what?
I'm a big breakfast bagel guy, so I haven't had one in a long time because I'm still boycotting McDonald's, but...
I'm a big breakfast sandwich kind of guy. I really... breakfast is probably my favorite food.
Yes. Yep, we can all agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, like, French toast. French toast is a crazy one for me to say first. But I mean, like, I had Taco Bell breakfast for the first time in a really long time last weekend because I was up for drill. And I was
great breakfast.
And it was right next to my hotel room. So.
It's a great breakfast.
Yeah, I mean, it was fantastic. I mean, absolutely fantastic. Exactly what you want out of a Taco Bell breakfast is what it was, and it was fast. I mean, these people,
Yes.
I mean, they were on it. I mean, by the time I had that thing ordered, they had it made.
I'll tell you what I like, and you know me, I'm anti-box when it comes to the Taco Bell normally. The breakfast boxes are nice. I love the fact that they don't waste my time, and they throw in a couple of those little Cinnabon Delights. Do I need them? No. But I'll tell you what, a quick little 7:30 a.m. Cinnabon Delight, and there's only 2, so it's not like you're eating 4,
And
5, 6.
2 is the perfect number for those things because they're too sweet to eat a bunch of them.
Yep.
But you get the 12 pack, and you're like, oh, I could eat 4. I could eat 5.
I talked with Brick the other day. It's outrageous that they go from 2 to 12. Is wild.
Yeah, it really is.
We gotta have a middle ground somewhere.
Yeah,
in there.
you gotta have a 6 or an 8 or something.
Yeah,
you gotta because 4 is not enough at a certain point.
I think 2, 8, 12. Because 8 you can have 6 and then give 2 to somebody else. So you're like, I didn't eat them all. You feel better about yourself, but you get enough to where you're satisfied. No, but I do like those. Did you have any of the Del Leche ones that they came out with for a little while there?
I did not.
Oh, I'd let you slap my kneecap for one of those.
Really?
Yeah.
Actually, no. Did we have those ones? I remember we got the churros.
They're so good.
I don't remember if I had the Del Leche ones or not. I remember at one point in time they were doing in the test kitchen. They were doing like a Fruit Loops or something. Like they were doing a collaboration with somebody. I got to talk about a collaboration that I didn't think was as good as I thought it was going to be. Reese's and Oreo made a Reese's Oreo peanut butter cup. Not as good as I thought it would be. Is it good? Yeah, it's all right. I mean, but the only good part about it is the crunch from the cooking.
Okay.
But it didn't really elevate the Reese's cup anymore. Now I have not had the Oreo Reese's, the one that has the peanut butter in the middle. So I don't know about that. But I was a little disappointed in it.
That's odd because Reese's almost and Oreo, matter of fact, very rarely do they fail. Now
it's not a fail. It's definitely not a fail, but it's also not it's not a big
didn't hit. Yeah, it didn't hit. You can discuss with the public, with their loyal fans, how you made probably the biggest blunder in Fat Man history the other day.
Oh, I got.
Why don't you tell them what you did? Tell them what you did, Willett.
Cinnamon rolls, and you're just so upset over the mini.
Not mini cinnamon rolls. You got mini Cinnabons. From the store Cinnabon, you got a package of minis. One of, if not the most outrageous things I've ever seen. I'd expect that from some marathon running bitch. But out of you, it hurt me. It hurt me on the inside.
The issue with the big Cinnabon is I can't eat an entire big Cinnabon without it just absolutely. The issue is I'm no longer just a fat guy. I'm not just a fat guy. The issue is that I'm a slightly overweight, maybe morbidly overweight, but I can't eat a lot of sweets. The sweets really fuck my stomach up.
You got to put the work in. You got to put the work in for it.
And the extra sweets, I just can't do it. So it's the best thing about the minis is I can eat 1 or 2 and I can save the rest for later. With the big ones, you get one of those. You got to cut it into 4s, or you got to cut it in half.
The reasoning that you gave me is what aggravated me, because you sent me a picture of the Cinnabon Delights, or the Cinnabons, excuse me, in the box with a side cup full of extra frosting, and your response was, well, there's better frosting distribution. What fucking difference does it make if you have a giant side thing of frosting right next to it?
Okay, well, the thing is you can coat that. There's more frosting per surface area on those. So
I grasp that. But on the big one, if you have an extra thing, couldn't you just make that equal?
Yeah, but there's more bread in the big one. So the big one's this thick. You can put as much frosting on the top, but it's nice. Very thick, very, very thick.
So nice.
So with these ones, with them being smaller, they're a lot thinner. So you can put more frosting on them. You get more frost. Because the cream cheese frosting is one of my favorite parts of a cinnamon roll.
Obviously. So good. I'd like to make it to where next time I go to your house, we go there.
Cinnabon?
Yeah, it's not far from you.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you don't got to twist my arm.
Yeah. Twist your arm for a Cinnabon, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Love that. Jesus, Zachary.
I got gas today, folks. I got fucking
gas. Gosh, Fartgate live.
Ain't no Fartgate. I'm admitting to that shit right here, right now. You don't got a part of me, Gerald. Do you know how many presidents have died in office?
Where's Gerald? Where'd that come from?
Gerald Ford pardoned Richard Nixon after Watergate.
Okay. I know who he is. I just didn't know where I got the name Gerald came out of nowhere right there.
You said Fartgate. You said Fartgate.
Gotcha. I got you.
I wasn't looking
with you.
But
I love how your brain works. That's good.
Do you know how many presidents have died in office?
While they're in office?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
8.
Has it really been 8?
Yeah. Do you know how many of them were assassinations?
2.
4. 50% of our.
What's the 4?
It is Garfield,
Okay.
JFK, Lincoln. It's not Van Buren. Fuck, what's the 4th one? I gotta look it up.
Figure it out.
Presidents were assassinated. Okay. It was.
I know, obviously, JFK, Abraham.
See, this says attempts. So Garfield was shot.
Well, attempts is a different world.
Yeah. William McKinley was the other one. He was actually killed by his doctors. Because he got shot, and he probably would have survived the shot, but they did all the surgery on him with like non-sterile equipment, so
Gotcha.
He died.
Gotcha. I think one of the most badass things ever was after the attempt on Ronald Reagan, and he gave that speech and that balloon pops, and he's like, missed me.
Yeah, that was funny.
That's cold.
Yeah.
That's cold.
Ronald Reagan and Teddy Roosevelt and Donald Trump had assassination attempts. Ronald Reagan obviously being shot, Theodore Roosevelt obviously being shot, and Donald Trump obviously being shot. But did you know that Andrew Jackson, there was actually an attempt on his life? I believe it was Andrew Jackson. I could be wrong here, but I'm like 92% sure that there was an attempt on his life. The guy shot twice. One of them misfired, and he missed the other shot, or he had 2 misfires. And he then walked up to him with his cane and beat the shit out of him. Like the president of the United States had a cane. The guy tried to take his life.
Love that.
He ran in and fucked him up with his cane. I mean, how does it get more American than that?
I love that. I watched that Hamilton not documentary, but just the Hamilton show on Disney Plus. I liked it. I think that it's the first time I've ever watched the whole thing. I've only listened to the ones I liked. But I watched the whole thing. I paid attention. Grossly inaccurate with quite a few of the parts, which I guess is theater, right? It's theater, so I guess you have to. But a couple of them, I was like the timeline of how he was going about some of it, I was like, wait a minute, what? I had to sit there and think for a second. Yeah. But it was good. I did enjoy it. It's tough because they bounce back and forth a lot, from like, I guess I'm just not big into theater.
Yeah, theater is hard. When you're not like a theater kid, or like when you didn't grow up in that world, it is very hard to get into theater. Like, I don't understand how like all the really rich people get into theater.
Like, I like it while it's happening, but like all of the in between the scenes, then they're like talking to the audience, but they're not talking to the audience because they're acting, but then they're not acting because they're talking to the audience, and it goes back and forth, and you're sitting there like, are you talking to me? Are you not talking to me? Are we talking to each other? Am I talking to myself? Now I'm talking to myself. Now I'm confused.
Yeah.
A lot going on.
I get it. It is very confusing when that kind of stuff is going on. I'm very close to hitting a very small parlay right now, so I got my nerves just going. I'm also just like, I'm kind of getting like autistic with the presidents thing right now. I don't know why, but I've been just like listening to a shit ton of stuff about presidents. And do you know who the oldest, like the president who lived the longest in his life, not necessarily in term, was?
Carter?
Yeah, 100 years old. 100 years old. Behind him, you got, I think it's Ronald Reagan and I want to say George W. Bush. Two of them lived in 93.
I think Bush Sr. is up there.
Yeah, I think so too. But I think he died in his 80s for some reason.
Isn't that crazy to have a senior and a junior?
Yeah, and they were both presidents.
That's pretty wild. No? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, but if you think about it, like FDR was Teddy Roosevelt's uncle. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, politics is a small world. I mean, look at the Kennedys. I mean, you had Robert Kennedy is obviously the
Clintons.
The Clintons and the.
Yep. True.
Yeah, I mean,
true.
Politics can be a very small world.
Dick Cheney.
People keep talking about Michelle Obama running for president, and I just don't think that's something she would ever enjoy. Like, I don't think that that's something that like she personally wants. Like, I don't think she's like Hillary Clinton, where she's like, I think I want that. All right, there's just that's a very okay.
When your brain has too much. No, sometimes my brain has too many things that come to the forefront. And then it's like playing bing bong, trying to figure out what to say, if it's right to say. I just leave it alone.
We're just talking about families right now, so like I'm trying to think about like what.
I get what you're saying though. I think it would be cool. Like, I watch some podcasts that had literally nothing to do with politics at all, but they just randomly like were talking about a president. I can't remember who it was because it was the guy's dad. So it was a while ago. And he was talking about how, like, he got to meet the president. I can't remember who it was at the time. It might have been Clinton. I don't remember. And he was like, how cool is that you got to meet the president? And it's like, there's not a lot of them. You know what I mean? There hasn't been, there's been 44 total.
No, there's 45 total.
Because how many people ran non-consecutive?
Well, there's
Trump?
2 of them. Trump and Hoover, I want to say.
There's only horrible president. Horrible.
No, it wasn't Hoover. Maybe it was Truman.
I don't think it was. I honestly don't know. But I just mean that there's not a lot. There's less than 50 presidents of all time since we became a nation. You know what I mean? Which is crazy to think about. You know, because we're, approaching 200 and whatever years right now. So
yeah, well, 275 was what
something
we're
like
at.
That. 250, 275, somewhere around there.
Well, what was 1776? So I mean, like, do the math. Next year will be 250.
Yep, sounds right. That sounds accurate to me.
What was I looking at? Presidents who serve non-consecutive terms. Actually, I bet if I just put in number of presidents, it'll tell me which ones. What a great thing we got. Number of U.S. presidents. Google. What's going on? Oh, it was Grover Cleveland. He was the 22nd and 24th.
I think that the amount of presidents we've had compared to the age, I don't know. See, this is when my U.S. history is failing me. I've been out of school for a while. I kind of miss that whole world of learning about that stuff. And it saddens me that I can't remember it. But I'm trying to think, like, when they, like the first 15, like, they couldn't have been 8-year max back then.
Okay, well, no, because it's George. It goes like George Washington all the way through, because there was no max back then. But George Washington, because it was always a 4-year term, and he served 2 terms, and he walked in and he said, "All right, I don't want to be a king." Or anything.
He denied because they wanted to make him king.
Yeah, and so then when John Adams took over as president, he served his first term, his second term, and then he was like, "All right, I got to give this up." He's like everybody expected me to, because that's what George Washington did. Mm-hmm. Obviously, the only one that went crazy was FDR, 4 terms, and then died in office on his 4th term, which is even crazier because I mean that guy had polio. I mean, like, he couldn't even walk.
Yeah, literally.
And it's just. I mean, imagine if the media was alive back then. That guy probably wouldn't even made it through his first.
Well, they did. They tried to hide it, for a long time. Obviously, they didn't want people to know that. I don't know. I don't think that anybody in the right mind would want to be a president.
Yeah, it definitely takes a certain breed of person. I mean, like, being a president in 1857 was a lot different than being president now. But
that's what I'm saying. Like, now, like, I don't know anybody that would want that. Your world, your family, everything.
I don't think that there's ever been another job position in the world, though, more like, other than like a country's leader, whether it be a king or a president, has more, like, a bigger target on their back.
Oh, for sure.
I feel like the percentage of presidents who have had some, like, a threat on their life versus like a king or something like that is, like, a lot higher. I think that they consider being the U.S. president like one of the most dangerous jobs in the world.
I would say so. It's definitely one of the most hated, regardless of who you are.
Yeah, I mean, like, whatever. Let Josh cook, That's on the TV right now. All I need is James Cook to catch the ball one more time, and I need Josh Allen to run for 1/2 of a yard, and I need Buffalo to win.
So that's going to happen.
Yeah, I need Buffalo to win this parlay. Just
I'm still riding out that parlay I hit that one night. I'm still riding those winnings out.
This one's $5 for $40. I just threw it together, a little no sweat bet.
You're big on the no sweat bets. Well, there's your half a yard. There's your half a yard right there, boom.
Needed that. All right, now just toss it over to James Cook. We call it a night.
Yeah, they're going to win that game easily. Yeah,
I mean, it was looking pretty sketchy there in the beginning. I mean, Mike McDaniel and them.
Dolphins suck. How do you feel?
They just need to get rid of the Tua. Tua just needs to be done. It's just
he's so bad.
They put all their chips in the basket for him. Mike needs to get over it.
That's not his fault that he's, like, brain dead.
No, I'm saying like you got to give up on him. Like I'm not blaming him.
Well, I could name 20 quarterbacks who are like that right now in the NFL. I could name so many of them that are like.
Yeah, I cannot believe that Carson Wentz is still in the NFL.
Well, he's starting now.
Yeah, I know. I mean, with JJ McCarthy going down, but I mean, still, it's just like, I mean, he's been in the league.
A lot of quarterbacks injured.
Yeah.
Quite a while now. I mean, you got Deshaun Watson.
Like, I would always forget about, like, Joe Flacco, and somebody would get injured, and they'd be like, all right, Joe Flacco's out there. And I'm like, holy shit, that guy's still alive? I mean, obviously now he's a starter.
And he's slinging it, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think he is tied for, like, oldest people in the NFL right now. I think right now It's Joe Flacco, Matt Prater, Aaron
Matt
Rodgers.
Stafford has to be in that conversation. He's got to be close.
He's like
to that.
38. He's like 38. He's up there in that list, but I don't think he's.
Forget about Rodgers.
Yeah, Rodgers is old. I mean, 41 years old. I mean, but how long ago did Brady retire? He was
23.
23. Yeah, so I mean, he's 48 right now. So he was 45 when he retired. 44, 45. I mean,
yeah,
it's crazy to think that Tom Brady's going to be 50 years old. Like I remember Tom Brady being a young cat.
I think he can walk on the field right now and be better than probably 15 to 20 quarterbacks.
Definitely. I mean, he'd definitely be more useful to Miami than fucking Tua.
A lot of talks about him going to Miami before he went to Tampa.
There was. I mean, we all knew he was going to end up in the Sunshine State. Imagine if he would end up on Jacksonville. Like, what do you think Jacksonville would have been?
A lot better than they are with Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, I mean, I was big on Trevor Lawrence. I thought he was going to be something coming out of college. He was different.
I think it's time to have the conversation of him being one of in the top 3 biggest busts in NFL history.
Yeah, but is it really him or is it the team around him?
I mean, at some point it's got to be him. At some point it's got to be him.
Yeah, but I mean, like you look at that, it's just like the Carolina question. Like they just suck, you know.
I get that, but you give the guy $200 million, you got to be good. Problem is he's not good. You know, you look at like Patrick Mahomes. Like team is horrible. No offensive line, no running game, literally no receivers, and he's still good. You know, they're not losing games because of Patrick Mahomes. That's my argument. You know, you can lose games because, like, the team sucks, Carolina, you know, whatever. But you can't lose because you suck, and that's Tua, and that's Trevor.
I'm not making that Trevor Lawrence is in the top 10, but I would say Trevor Lawrence is in the top 50% of current NFL quarterbacks.
I don't know. I'd have to look at a list, but I'd probably have him around 26.
And how many teams are there? 32? 34?
32. 32.
32 teams. You have at 26, so you think there's
probably around there.
You think there's only like about 6 to 8 quarterbacks that are worse than him?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Starting quarterback?
I do, yeah.
Okay. I mean that's fine.
Well, like quarterbacks who like they're starting. Like if they're hurt right now, that doesn't count. But they're quarterback, yes.
I think that I honestly think that Minnesota. I don't think JJ McCarthy was him. Like I mean, why?
I don't know. Played 8 quarters and he has 1 good, and the rest are
bad.
I mean,
just
bad.
I knew that going in though. Like I didn't think of him being. I heard somebody. I don't remember who said it on what fucking network or on what TV show or whatever, but somebody said you got to think about it. JJ McCarthy, when he played for Michigan, he never had to play from behind. Like you know. He just had to make 1 to 2 good plays a game, you know.
Well, you got to think, too, I think that him having that quarter against the Bears, coming back, winning, 2 touchdowns, rushing touchdown, doing all that, I think it almost hurt him in the sense of, like, when you do that, it proves that you can.
Yeah.
So then when you don't, it's even worse. Like think of, like, the young guys. Like, you have, like, Cam Ward, you know. Who's another rookie right now? Who's another rookie quarterback starting? Is there any right now other than Cam Ward?
But, well, I was going to say Michael Penix, but he started last year.
I don't know. I'm just gonna say but you look at someone like Cam Ward, right? It's like he hasn't had that like holy shit game yet, where it's like whoa. So it's like you go to like we're developing. He's a rookie. We're developing. And when you're JJ, it's like oh, it's all good. Like I know it's bad. We're developing. He was off last year with the injury. You know, primetime game back to back, short week. Just had a kid at the day before. Blah blah blah. But it's like you've shown that you can. Not only can you, but you can very very fucking good. You know, it's not like he was like oh he played decent. Like, he played out of his goddamn mind, and then turns around and does that, and it is bad. It's bad.
Yeah. I mean, the NFL's also, I mean, you know, J.J. McCarthy is technically a true rookie. He's only played 2 games.
Yeah, absolutely he is. It doesn't mean he's not going to be great. It's just...
I mean, taking off an entire year. I mean, you're going from a college level football, taking off an entire year to come into the NFL.
He's also never been injured. He's never missed a single game.
Yeah. So
he's also only lost 3 games since high school.
Yeah.
Including NFL.
Yeah. So I mean.
And
it's a very different caliber playing. Like I like college football because there's still a lot of like non-caliber players out there. Like there's, you know, I mean, obviously you watch Michigan just smoke the shit out of fucking Central Michigan, you know, because it's completely different caliber. Yeah, I mean, that was just fucking awful. But at the same time, it's like you even look at like some of the Michigan players, and you're like, you know, that guy's really good, that guy's pretty good, and that guy's all right. We look at the NFL, and it's all like These are stat fucking star players.
Well, that's why it's like when you look at like the worst team, like when you look in like the NFL, and you're looking at like the Saints, you're looking at the Dolphins, you're looking at Carolina, like these teams that are horrible compared to like the Eagles, the Packers, you know what I mean? And you're like, wow, this team's horrible. Like why I love the NFL is because like it truly. Any team can win on any day. Like, even the worst team is still extremely good. Like, I'm sitting here shitting on Trevor Lawrence. He's better than, if I lined up the 100 best quarterbacks in the world right now, he's in the top 32 of them, and it's not close. Like the absolute worst NFL team in the world would maul the best college team, and it's not even fucking close. Like, take Bama's best team they've ever had and put them against the worst team in the NFL, like the 0-16 Lions. I promise you the Lions demolish them. And it's not close. It's not even fucking close. It's a job at that point. I mean, you're a fucking, I guess it is in college now too with the NIL and everything, but
the biggest thing about like the NFL versus like college it's about like a lot of the talent you have, and it's a little bit it's a very good balance between the talent you have and the
and hard work,
the coaching staff,
development, coaching. Well, look at think of like you in like 6th grade compared to 12th grade, and the development in football between that, and then the development in college. Now the development in the NFL. Like, you just get better and better and better and better.
Yeah. I mean, but then in the NFL, you go from a little bit less of like it's the talent and the development, and it's a lot more of the management, the coaching staff than you think so. Like, it's a lot more of like the leadership.
Oh, coaching's everything.
Yeah, like
Gerard Mayo to Mike Vrabel. I mean, it's not even the same football team. Yeah, it's insane. The difference is insane. Dan Campbell to Matt Patricia. Campbell. Yeah.
I mean,
night and day.
And what the fuck's Matt Prater out there doing now?
Matt Patricia is who you're thinking of right now.
Matt Patricia, yeah. Matt Prater is the drinker that was a kicker.
Yes, who is now kicking for Buffalo.
Yeah, and he missed a pretty good field goal tonight.
Well, he's off the wagon, or he's on the wagon, I should say.
He does better. He does better when he's drinking.
That's why I'm saying he's on the wagon. That's why he missed.
Oh, okay. I get what I'm picking up what you're laying down. Where's your pit viper?
Broken.
Yeah. Did you know that there's a lifetime warranty on them?
I did not know. I ran it over with a crane when I was doing flag.
Oh, well, if you still had them, you can return them and get money and get a new.
I did not. I don't even like buying sunglasses anymore. I just buy gas station ones because I lose them or break them, and it's just not worth it.
I just buy packs from Amazon usually. But I found my pit vipers like not too long ago, and I was thinking about like because I always liked my pit vipers. Those were
I liked them.
And I was thinking about ordering a new pair, and then I saw when I was on the website that there is a lifetime warranty on them. So
I did not know that. So here's the deal. I have been no surprise to you. Here we go again, round 5,426. We don't have to make this a long conversation, but I gotta pick my words. I don't know how to explain it, how to start it.
Okay.
I think that I want to find a church to go to.
Okay.
Is where I'm at right now. I think that I want to. But
I mean, you could always start with like just doing like the Sunday service at home, where you watch like a live church or something like that.
It's not a horrible idea. I just don't like the whole like trial process. Like you go there, you don't like it, you like it, you go somewhere else. It's like there's also not really a lot of them around me. I feel like.
In your general vicinity, no, I know where more of them are, like within 20 minutes of you, but.
Yeah, I mean, you got like Goodrich, Clarkston has a lot, Goodrich, Davison.
It's funny because
doesn't really have them.
Laura and I were just talking about like we need to start going back to church and like getting it back together. But I
don't know. I just feel like I talk about it, but then I don't. It is a time commitment for one, and it's a time commitment on Sunday, which is just it's the Lord's day.
Well, like it's very hard when you like.
It's your only day.
This is definitely This is like the lazy.
100%.
Millennial, whatever the fuck. The Gen Zer that I am.
Yep.
Like I don't have. There's so much that's going on in my life, and it's not that I'm putting all of that before God, but I'm putting it before church.
For sure.
But like I mean, the big thing about like God and prayer and all that is like it's not like subjective to church. Church is just a place that you go to learn more about, and like I mean we have the tools.
Well, that's what it is. Because I feel like I'm sitting here doing this. Like, I understand the story. Like, I grasp how it started. Adam and Eve. Again, he takes Adam, he takes his rib out, makes Eve, blah, blah, blah. Here's the tree. Don't eat the tree. She eats the tree. Go
Eats
from
an
there. I
apple off
grasp
the tree.
apple off the tree. I'm just saying, I grasp kind of all that, but there's so many of it I don't know. I don't want to go to church. I want to sit down and talk to somebody for 2 hours every week about it. Because I could rapid fire questions. You know what I mean? That's why I love God.
Yeah. I feel like you would be really good at a Bible studies, like a Wednesday or Thursday night.
Yeah,
Bible
but I think
studies.
I'd be horrible at it because I would just control the whole fucking room. I would just, because I'm telling you, I can sit there and I have so many in my brain. I just could just rapid fire out. And I think one of my hardest problems is, and Don said it to me when we were up at American Dunes, I think my hardest thing is I'm a very answer-based logical thinker, and when there's no answer for it, or it's a subjective answer, I hate that shit.
Yeah.
I don't is it well, what is it to you? And to you might be different to me, and that's why it's this. And I'm why don't you just tell me what it is? Is 2 + 2 4? Yes or no? And if that's not what it is, and that's not what it is at all.
Well, yeah, that's the world. That's the world you grew up in. It's you're well, what is God? And you're God is a being, but God is different to everybody. And you're yeah, but that doesn't make sense to me. How is God a being, but he's also different to you and he's different to me? And it makes sense.
How is he the dad and then the son, but they're the same person at the same time? It's a lot. It's all confusing, man. It's all very confusing. So that's why, I don't really, but I also feel I used to love it. I remember going there and just loving it. I remember going there and the music, and I remember I feel I'd bawl. I feel if I went there and I would just bawl my eyes out, and I don't know. That's just how I feel right now. I feel if I went there, I would just cry like crazy.
Yeah. The thing is obviously my parents weren't very religious, but I had an aunt who she would take me to church with her, and I remember even doing things like vacation Bible study school in the summertime, just going in and doing that, and you would do those little things, just so many good memories that I have. This is a tight game. It's Tyreek Hill's second touchdown tonight, I do believe.
I knew this was a trap game too. I just knew this was a trap game. These are just those games where it's what the hell is going to happen?
I believe my father-in-law said that they had an 82% chance of winning this. Buffalo did.
Oh, fucking! It should have been 99, but that's good for me. Good for me. But no, I hear what you're saying, and it's just one of those things I'd like to do. I also feel it's a big it's kind of a hypocritical answer, but it's I feel I would be better. I look at it like the gym.
Mm-hmm.
I need a gym buddy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If that makes sense. I get you go there and you're supposed to go there and that's supposed to be the community, but I feel if I had my community that went there, if does that make sense what I'm trying to say right now?
No, I 100% get what you're saying right now. That does make sense. 100% it does. I don't know. I don't as Christian and as much about God as I am, it's I'm also just not I'm not the guy that's good at going to church. I'm not the guy who's good at sitting down and reading the Bible. I'm not the, it's just
maybe it's just because we haven't found the right church though. That's what they say. They're always well, you haven't found the right one. If you go to the right one, it's also, you look forward to it, and it's this, that, and the other. I don't know.
But everybody also has their own belief. Back in the day, when people when God was everything, and they didn't go. Not every farmer went to church on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I remember growing up and dads would sit there and they'd preach God to you. They'd talk to you about all the things in the Bible, and they'd talk to you about this, and then and Sunday would come around and all the kids and the mom were going to church, but dad didn't go. And it's I don't know, I feel we live in a world where a lot of people are okay, you have to go to church in order to learn and be with God, and I think a lot of people forget about what God really is and what the Bible really is. The Bible is just scripture of people's encounter with God. It's not really it's not a set of rules. It's not something. There's nowhere in there that it says if you don't read this Bible, you'll go to hell. You won't.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just so many of it that's that. I have such a hard time reading it. I've bought probably 20 of them. It's such a hard time, and me, I get into it and then I'm out of it, and then I'm into it and I'm out of it, and I'm into it and I'm out of it. It's
you got for me, I went to a couple of different churches before I figured out I wanted to go to a Christian non-denominational church, because I went to one church, I went to the Catholic church, and they're we have all these rules and it's because God said so, and I'm I don't. Where did God say that at? And
well, I'm also I just feel like I'm a walking abomination too. You know, every other word out of my mouth is a swear word. You know, it's just like, I don't know. I don't live a very, like, you know what I mean? I don't live a very
Yeah.
Christian life.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah,
but
but again, like,
I just don't
who
think,
decided that?
that's what I'm saying. I don't think that, like, if everything is true, and this is such a heavy topic, and it's good that, you know, don't have to make it heavy, but with everything they say about, like, you know, getting into heaven and doing this and doing that, and you got to be followed, and you got to have faith and blah, blah, all that shit. I just don't think if, you know, you're sitting there and he's reading the report card, you know, it's like out your whole entire life, if everything is great and it's like, oh, buddy said fuck, so we got him out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know.
You know, it is funny you bring that up, and I'm going to bring a little joke into this, but I'm also going to talk about a little serious. You've never watched the show, but it's called Smiling Friends, and he's got to, like, travel to hell. I don't remember why he's got to travel to hell, but the grandma's in hell, and he's like, Grandma, what are you doing in hell? And she's like, I said damn back in 1964 when your grandfather was shot right in front of me, so they sent me to hell. And it's like,
Yeah.
it's just like one of those crazy things. But, like, I don't like the Bible. Like, there's nothing out there that I've ever came across that's like this, other than the 10 Commandments. Who's like, it's like, hey, these are the set of rules you have to follow. But like most of the Christian-based religion also believes that if you just accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior, He died for your sins, the sins that you're committing. Like, but then like you look back at like the Greek gods and stuff like that. They and all that part of religion, they talk about religion as in like if you kill yourself, like that's the only unforgivable sin.
That's how I was like raised. It's like that's the only way.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the only 100%. You know, it's like if you're off yourself, you're done. You know what I mean? That's it. That's like the only thing that I've ever like heard and believed.
Because there's no way to pray for forgiveness for that sin. You know,
exactly. Yep.
That's the whole. That's like the whole thing. It's
like I would like to talk to like 40 different pastors and just ask them all about like the swearing. And like that's the thing that pisses me off too. That's the thing that makes me angry too. Is it's like. Mm-hmm. They all say different shit, dude. It's like every fucking church, I can't even control it, but every church you go to, they all say different shit. They all say different stuff. It's always like, you know, oh, this is what we need to do. This is what you need to do. But this is okay, but this is not okay. But this is okay, but this is not okay. It's like, listen, man, you know, I do much better with like fucking black and white direction. You know, you start leaving it up to me and I start getting wet and wild with it.
Yeah, I have a really good guy for like that you could meet and talk to. He's in Emily City, so I think that he would actually be a pretty good guy for you. Is that James Cook? I think that the parlay is done.
It's not because Miami's going to win. So
Miami's not going to win.
They are. And the Patriots beat the Dolphins. Dolphins beat the Bills. Patriots are better than the Bills. Go on.
Yeah, but like he's a prior service Marine enlisted. He says some crazy shit. Like him and I have talked about like some crazy. He's my chaplain in the Army, and he is just like he said some things, and it's like he's a very real person. You know, he swears too, and it's like sometimes like it throws you off because a lot of chaplains don't swear. A lot of people.
That's what I'm talking about, man. That's like that guy. I tell you about him all the time. Like when I was a kid at the church in fucking Goodrich or wherever, you know, and he like went to prison. He was like selling coke and stealing cars and shit, and now he's like this pastor. But he was like real. Like I feel like I can tell you within like 30 seconds of being in a church if I'm gonna love it or hate it. You know, as soon as we start going, love is love and love is love and flowers and all that, it's like.
Yeah, that's why I can't stand like the Lutheran church because they're very about like love and stuff like that. But I'll never forget like we went to that one non-denominational church in Lapeer, and like we got in there and the guy was like he was talking shit about degrees. He's like oh, you can have as many degrees as you want in life, but a thermometer has 100 degrees and you know where you shove that. And it's like,
that's fucking facts right there. That's nice. Yeah, I also don't have any clothes. You know, I don't have any church clothes.
Well, I don't think the guy's checking out your sweatshirt when you go.
I'm just saying, this is what I think about. It's like I have like my work clothes. I have like sweatpants, shorts, like just regular t-shirts, golf, you know, polos, and then jerseys. Like that's my wardrobe. I don't have like dress shirts or you know slacks.
I mean, you could wear your golf pants and a nice polo. I think you'll be fine.
Yeah, but then it's like what are you doing? You're going golfing after this or something? It's like I don't know. This is the shit that I think about.
They're just lucky you aren't golfing during it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You know, because then there is no golf. You know, because Sundays is the day we go to golf. So is golf more important than God? I don't know. You know, no is the correct answer. I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know anything. We'll move on. We have a great TB3 tonight, folks.
Great TB3.
Last minute. Not a lot of thought went into it. It was quick. It was easy. Very confident with my list. I think it will obviously be a lot better than yours. We're gonna have one that's the same.
Okay.
We can get it out of the way. We can get the one out of the way right now, though, if you want.
All right, my number one on the bottom.
One on the bottom.
In case anybody didn't know, we are doing college football mascots.
Yes. Yes.
CFP
college football mascots, baby. On the bottom, number one.
Ohio State Buckeyes.
Yes. Brutus. Bitch made, queer, useless. Guy sucks a big bag of cock. Okay? Garbage. We don't even need to get into it. The guy sucks.
Granted, Buckeyes taste amazing, but fuck that team and fuck everything they stand for.
Yeah, Brutus is absolute ass. Absolute ass. All right.
Rapid fire at number 2.
You want me to go?
Oh, I thought so.
Yeah, I want you to go first. Go down to number 3, though. Go down to number 3. Go down to number 3.
Go down to number 3? Okay, so we're gonna go 1, 3, 2. Okay. So my number 3 on the bottom is Spartan.
As in Michigan State?
Yep. As in the Spartan runs around. Yeah, I don't like him. Little cocky son of a bitch is what he is.
That's interesting for sure. It's going to be funny now. We got Brutus out of the way, so now it's when it gets fun. Number 3 on the bottom for me, the Notre Dame Leprechaun. I hate it. I don't like it. I think it's fucking weird because it's just like a person who like wears a hat and a suit and has red hair. And it's like, is that his hair? Does he dye it, or is that just like his hair? Do they just like, if you got to be a ginger and you just walk on the campus and like you're the fucking guy now. Tall, ginger, white. I love it. Get out there.
It's the Fighting Irish, Austin.
I grasp the concept completely. I'm just saying it looks stupid and I hate it.
I understand. Number 2 for me is the Georgia Bulldogs because I hate everything that Georgia stands for.
Okay.
It's just like, and they're just torturing that poor little dog out there on that field.
See, other than Ohio State, I just went based off of like the mascot itself, not like how I feel about the team.
I fucking hate Georgia. I hate Georgia. Okay. If I wasn't like when we go to SEC, I hate Georgia. I'll root for Bama. I'll root for fucking Tennessee. Fucking hate Georgia. I don't know why.
Fair enough.
There's something about the Georgia team.
Fair enough.
Ohio State
SEC. That's a horrible comparison. Just like to be them is what I'm saying. Like to be called that, there's nothing worse. Number 2 for me, the Penn State Lion. It's the physical mascot costume itself. Like if you don't know what I'm talking about, look up Penn State mascot. Oh. It's horrible. It's like they took a costume from like a 1940s play and they just like never changed it. They're like, this is what we're gonna do.
That's exactly what it is. I think it like
it's horrible.
Like the lion from the Wizard of Oz, and they were like, all right,
this is gonna be our mascot forever. Yes, that's what it looks like. It's terrible.
I think that Buffalo is sealing the deal.
A lot of game left.
Anyways, my number 3 for the top, we have the Florida State Native American, or Indian, if you will.
Not who I thought you were going. Sorry. Okay.
I really I love like their whole intro to Florida State. Like if I wasn't such a big Michigan guy, I think I'd be a big Florida State guy. Like they come in beating the drum and he comes out and he's like, whoa!
He's on the horse.
Crazy. Shit gets me fucking pumped up. That shit like really. I'm like, oh, we're gonna.
I thought that you were gonna go with. I thought you were going with UCF, the Knight, who I used to love playing a mascot matchup. Which is I'll save that for later on. Number 3 on the bottom for me. I'm aware of what I'm wearing. I'm aware of who I represent, but it is the Michigan State Spartan. I think it's a badass mascot. Like if I get rid of the fact that I'm a Michigan fan and like Little Brother, that's the other reason why I don't care, because like Little Brother doesn't bother me very much. But it's just cool. Like, you got a badass Spartan out there, like fucking Spartan kicking and shit. It looks cool. Like completely opposite of the Penn State. Like it is an actual mascot outfit that like looks cool and shit. I wish Michigan had a cool mascot. We don't.
I hate that little fuck. I hate
that.
Just like whenever they're out there doing like dumb shit with that thing, like I just feel like I've seen the Spartans so many times in my life, and it just looks dumb to me. Like obviously it is a cool mascot and stuff like that, but he just like they've always got it doing like dumb shit and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. He just said, "I fucking hate that little shit." Funny.
I hate that little shit. Number 2 for me is Bevo, the live Texas Longhorn that the Longhorns have. I fuck with that hard. Bring out a live fucking Longhorn. That shit's pretty badass, man.
Yeah. See, that's like the Lions, how they want like a lion.
Yeah. It's not like the bulldog. You know, the bulldog is an innocent little animal. The longhorn, that thing could fuck you up.
It's just sitting there, though. It knows what it's doing. And at some point, it's going to be great meat.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're going to probably sell that shit like crazy. Like, you can get a steak from the one and only. All right. Number 2 on the top for me. Now, this is a direct, and I mean direct, because it goes completely against what I said about the Penn State Lion. But it is a direct shout out to mascot matchup on college football on the PlayStation 3. Like a direct shout out. I would use them every single time, and that is the Stanford tree. I loved nothing more than playing mascot matchup because I didn't have arms. So like you would hike the ball and like it would just be like in its branch, and then it would just like launch it, and the guy's catches it but has no hands. And I think it's cool. Tree. Like, yeah, we got a fucking tree, and the guy runs around. Now the costume, it looks like a 4th grade play that somebody made for it, but it's I rep it. Stanford tree at number 2, and I'm not going back.
On the contrary to you, for the number 1, I went with the Michigan Wolverine because I think that's a pretty badass mascot myself.
But what's the mascot?
It's the Wolverine. You've never seen a Wolverine that runs around Michigan Stadium?
I don't think that there is one.
Michigan mascot.
Yeah, this little shit who you literally never, ever, ever see on the sideline or ever anywhere. This thing, I don't think I've ever seen that. I've watched 1,000 Michigan games. Never have I seen that.
I feel like when we were kids, like there was an actual mascot at one point in time.
I don't think that there ever was, dude. I'm telling you.
I feel like they brought out. I mean, I feel like they used to bring out like a real Wolverine. Yeah, that's right.
They might have done that.
That shit's badass. That shit's badass. They got it on a leash.
Yeah. I mean, look at that. Is that not just the worst thing you've ever seen in your life? It's terrible. That's the Penn State thing. It's horrible. Yeah, I think that's a horrible pick out of you personally. But we'll go with number 1 on the top for me. I think it's a consensus, unanimous, all-around number 1 college football mascot. When you think of mascots in college football, this should be one of the first 3 things you think of, and that is the Oregon Duck.
Fuck that duck. That duck pisses me off almost as much as Sparty.
What has that duck ever done to you? Okay.
I don't know. It's just out there. It's just out there doing too much. I think maybe that's why I like the Michigan mascot so much, is because it's non-existent and it's not out there doing too much.
Well, I mean, I love Michigan, but I wish we had like a Spartan, like some badass thing that was out there just talking shit, revving up the crowds.
Yeah, I wish that we had a fucking guy that ran in on a horse with a spear and shit.
Yeah, well, we don't, and we're never going to. So give it up. All we have is Bryce Underwood that's going to lead us to a national championship.
Yeah, I'm okay with a couple national championships and not a fucking guy in a costume. So.
Oh, James Cook already at 20 points.
Yeah. They only had a projected at 15 this week.
Yeah, the projections mean fuck all.
Yeah, they really do. And the Bills have 0 points as a defense, huh?
I guess so.
It's crazy. Honestly, I think that was a great way to end it.
Yep.
Talking about our favorite mascots and such. We got a little bit left in this quarter, so I'm going to predict the future right now. It's 28-21 right now. My guess is at the end of this game, it's going to be 24-31.
I think Miami wins.
That's it for me, folks. I think that the Buffalo Bills have definitely got this in the bag. But,
we will see you guys next week, everybody. Like, comment, share, subscribe.
As the great Arnold Schwarzenegger once said, hasta la vista, baby.